The grass is always greener on the other side. We've all heard the platitude a million times. We're well aware of our tendencies to perceive other people's lives as being better than our own. But in today's society, with social networking, with things like Facebook, it makes me wonder how these comparisons are affecting our happiness. During my undergraduate at UCSD, I learned about social comparison theory, which was developed by social psychologist Leon Festinger in 1954. This theory states that in order for us to make an accurate representation of ourselves, we compare ourselves to the people around us. When we compare ourselves with those we see socially higher than us, that's called an upward comparison. If I compare myself with Adriana Lima, I'd feel like a fat cow because she's a gorgeous supermodel. However, if I make a downward comparison to somebody I see lower than myself, such as Lindsay Lohan, I would feel better about myself because I'm not an alcoholic coke whore. While making comparisons of ourselves is important for understanding our social identity, recent research has pointed out that social networking is causing us to create a skewed and negative version of ourselves. In a 2010 study done at Stanford University that looked at how people perceive the lives of others, found that people significantly underestimate the number of negative experiences their friends have and overestimate the number of positive experiences in their friends' lives. This is the case for even well-known friends. The findings of this study suggest that people may feel more alone in their emotional difficulties than they really are. They also found that people who believed that their friends had the lowest amount of negative life experiences had higher levels of loneliness, rumination, and overall lower life satisfaction. This tendency for people to judge themselves harshly against their friends is exemplified when using social media. The average person's Facebook profile is a glorified representation of themselves. We only post the best pictures of ourselves, untag ourselves in unflattering pictures, while posting statuses of the most interesting things that happen in our lives and leaving out the mundane details. Facebook only allows us to like people's statuses, creating this ultra-positive environment in which only people's positive comments are reinforced. For example, saying something like, "Harvey, my pet snail just died," won't be liked by people and thus won't be reinforced. But a positive comment like, "Harvey, my pet snail just died but was a fighter till the end," will be liked by many people and therefore reinforced. When we look at the social reinforcement of the positive spin that we put on things, in terms of social comparison theory, we're comparing ourselves with these ultra-positive best versions of people's lives, which perpetuates the cycle of self-loathing. In a study done by Staple and Blanton, it was found that people can perform these social comparisons in 110 milliseconds. That's below the threshold for conscious awareness. They asked people to rate their own intelligence after unconsciously exposing them to either a picture of Albert Einstein or a control. After viewing the picture of Albert Einstein, people rated themselves as significantly less intelligent than after viewing the control. As this experiment demonstrates, we're constantly making comparisons of ourselves with our environment, even if we're not conscious that we're doing so. If it's possible for us to see ourselves as being more stupid after viewing a picture of Albert Einstein for only 110 milliseconds, then how devastating is the collective 700 billion minutes per month of traffic to Facebook, affecting our psyche?